Let's talk about where we are in the process right now with the Daisy relaunch. So we are in the very final stage before we launch, and that's the migration phase. So the smart contracts are completed and fully tested, been tested by multiple sources, and the smart contracts are absolutely rock solid. The platform itself is ready to go. The integration with the smart contracts to the front end, the website, is completely done. All of those moving parts that we call the platform is completed and ready to go to market. That should be very exciting news to every single person. There's nothing left undone as it relates to the platform itself. The platform is ready to go live. Now, the final phase is we have 53,000 members, and we've got 10 different tiers of matrix, as you see here, that we now are migrating into the new smart contracts. And so that migration is a process. We've brought in some experts in the field of migration as well to support this process. And this is the final phase. Once the migration is done, it means that every user has migrated, of course, the same position in the matrix, the same qualifications that you had when we launched. All of that data is migrated over. And then once that is done, we are ready to launch. And so the migration part of the process, there's some possibilities that this could be done in a shorter amount of time than expected. However, here's the reality, and here's what the conservative estimation is from our tech architectures overseeing the migration process. The best case scenario, or what we would say if everything goes well as it stands right now, would be March the 19th. Now, I know that we set a target of March the 15th, and because of the just honestly, the depth of the project, we needed to make sure that everything was tested properly and thoroughly. We didn't want to leave any stone unturned. We didn't want to shortcut any of that process. And we just really needed to make sure that the platform and the 7 different smart contracts are all working 100% properly. Because of that attention to detail, we didn't want to leave anything undone. We wanted to make sure that that was 100% validated and confirmed by the development teams. We took a couple of extra days to simply make sure that that was done correctly. Now we have entered the migration phase, and we're looking at March the 19th as a best case scenario, a worst case scenario. And this simply means that there's some glitches in the migration process, potentially, when that data is transferring, there's some adjustments that have to be made in the scripts, and working with the Tron blockchain, even timeouts that can happen during migration that cause us to have to come in and start from where we left off and continue that migration process. Just several scenarios that can happen that potentially could cause a couple of extra days delay. The worst case scenario our development team has told us is March the 22nd. Now, that is not our expectation. We believe that March 19th, 7 days from today, we're going to be able to accomplish that goal. In fact, some of the experts that we've brought in believe that it can possibly be done even faster than that. And so we have some very good possibilities of everything being migrated in the next few days. We're going to say March 19th as a target date, as a best case scenario target date. A worst case scenario is March the 22nd. So what does that mean? It means in the next 7 days, no later than 10 days, we are going to be fully launched and fully live.